I mean, okay, random little rancher fact. Uh, we have about 1,000 nerve endings per square inch on our body.
Hmm.
Cows and horses have about four.
Okay. Interesting.
So yeah, like that's the thing. Like back on the farm, if you had a cow that was really gassy, this is, you know what, we're talking Tombstone. This fits. If you have if you had a cow that was really bloated and everything like that, that cow might die because it can't get rid of the gas. So
Hmm.
what you can do is you take a knife, stab right into their side, and pull the knife out, and the gas actually comes out, and the cow's like,
Hmm.
"What?" Because they can't fucking feel it. Like that's the thing.
Interesting.
When you talk about animal cruelty and torture and stuff like that, it actually is really important to know what is animal cruelty and what actually is treating the animal appropriately.
Hmm. Yeah,
For
like
example, go ahead.
I kind of deal with that, around here. Like I'm still constantly amazed that one of the kindest things that we can do for a horse in the modern age to have them be a part of our society is to literally nail shoes to its foot. Like that's a good thing. Like we
Yeah.
are taking rings of metal, nailing it to their feet, and that is helpful to them. That is not torture. That is not, abuse. That is literally the nicest thing we could do for a horse to continue existing alongside with us in this society.
Well, okay. All right. There's fuck it. There's an animal rights group came up with a new method for slaughtering cattle. So what they
Okay.
used to do is just, or, you know,
Right.
something like that, kill the cow.
Right.
An animal rights activist invented a prod that is on a long rod with a spear on the end that you load basically a shotgun shell into this ball, and you whack the cow on the head, and you basically stun the cow, and then you cut the throat while the cow is alive. An animal rights activist said, "Stop shooting them. Let's cut their throats and bleed them while they're alive." Sometimes, sometimes the activists need to shut up. Because there's not a single cowboy rancher, anybody I know who has ever heard that. In the 20 some years that I've known that, all of us are like, that's horrible.
Right.
Like all of us meat eating, uh, cattle prodding, all of us
Brandon.
bad guys, we're sitting there like our hearts are a little bit ripped open because that is messed up, dude.
Right.
And that's something that an animal rights activist came up with. That's just, I don't know what they were thinking.
Who God, who knows? Who
Like,
knows? I mean, it may even be a one of those things where like they wanted to make it more cruel in order to get people to stop eating meat to add to the horrification. I've heard of that before. I've heard of that happening before,
okay,
where
well, if you
people
want to do
will
that, make meat
actually,
taste bad.
yeah. There are, yeah, there are folks who will like literally lay down regulations to deliberately make something more
Do you have an
unlikable.
example? Because
Abortion.
I actually feel like I'm familiar with some examples of what you're talking about. Unfortunately, none of them are coming to mind right now.
Abortion is the grandest example.
How?
What was? Let me think here. What was the one? There's the shit. What's it called? It's a type of ultrasound you can get that requires you to put the ultrasound reader up inside the
Do
person.
you want to have this conversation in the after hour?
Maybe yes.
All right, because I'm starting to squirm already, and
Yeah. Like
oof.
I said, it's about making it unpleasant. That was the point of the law. They made this a requirement. Just to get people to stop wanting to do it.